Why start a men's brand? What's the point? There's way less money. It's harder to market to men, especially skincare, considering most men feel that skincare is for women. Why would I even do this? Well, here are 6 reasons why I started a men's skincare brand.
You are a stranger, just a
Issue number 1 is that it's a completely underserved market. Men's skincare, men's brands in general, are a very small part of the marketplace. But men's skincare in particular is tricky because, most men think that skincare is for women until they actually try it, especially Oak Bishop products. That's been our experience. So it's an underserved market, and the trick is to actually speak to guys and let them know that this is an option and a solution for them as they're getting older to look and feel better.
taking pills to kill the will, to feel bad.
Second reason is because I want to help. I want to set up a brand and have a brand that matters and means something and helps guys look and feel better as they get older. We tend to isolate ourselves, and we tend to not be able to talk to people about it. And if there's some sort of possibility and aspect of your life, if you can physically look better, working out, getting better sleep, getting fit, and having a good skincare regimen, I want to be part of that because I know personally how terrible it is as you get older and your youth slips away and you have nobody to talk to it about. To illustrate it, a good friend of mine passed the other day, and he was, you probably know guys like this, he was one of these people that just couldn't transition into adulthood appropriately or properly. Never started looking at fitness, never stopped drinking, never stopped partying, never stopped doing drugs, never got married, never had kids. It's a nihilistic sort of lifestyle that men can fall into. And when you don't have a future and you don't have hope, it's sad to me. And there's nothing you can do. People can choose to live however they want, but it's just unfortunate. It's a terrible waste. And as I get older, now I'm in my 50s, this happens more and more. Fucking train to respect.
Now you
Reason number 3 to make a men's brand, guy shit is cool as hell. From camping, fishing, fighting, hunting, taking my 2 young sons out to show them how to make campfires, knowing how to be elegant, knowing how to wear, put your suit on to take your wife to the opera, have some beautiful sunglasses, go into any guy's garage and he's gonna be thrilled to show you all of his items. Now, speaking to those dudes is particularly difficult. But the great thing about men's brands is once you get them, they're with you because men are loyal and they want a solution. They don't really want to shop around. So that's the goal, and that's what we're trying to do. Reason number 4, elevate. There is no brand that speaks to men on their terms that's also elevated. There are brands that are very kind of patronizing, very sort of feminine, that are made for men sort of, but they're actually too feminine for guys to really like. The fragrances are kind of feminine, the visual stuff, it just doesn't touch, it just doesn't work, and it furthers the stereotype of guys just not feeling like that they can use a skincare brand without feeling a little funny about it.
people walk over you through the door. It's in your
Number 5 reason, I'll just come out straight out and say it. Politics. The politics of it. The dangerous side of it. Oh God, where's it gonna go now? Yes, the political nature of masculinity. I grew up without a dad in the house, and previous to my awakening, I believed all the bullshit that people said, and I didn't have a roadmap, and I didn't have somebody at home that was being encouraging to me and helping me and telling me I could do it. You can do it. I never had that shit at all. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. Not at all. Not at all. I don't do that. But I bought into this whole kind of toxic aspect of it. I really kind of was like, yeah, that's true. Come to realize, after I have children and after I have, skin in the game, that's one of the most destructive ideas that's ever been put into our culture ever, thinking that men are toxic. Men are toxic. The men that built the roads and the buildings and the iPhones and all this bullshit that we have around us, those men. You know, we're doing this together. All of us are doing this together. It's so fucking important that we remember that, because these people that are trying to push us apart and make us hate each other are fucking bad people, you know? Now, what's skincare gonna do? Is skincare gonna save the world? Nah, skincare won't save the world. But I think brands and entrepreneurship is about making money. And that's why I kind of suck as an entrepreneur, because I kind of want to do something that matters, you know? That's the artist in me, the rock and roll guy in me. You want to say and do things that fucking matter a little bit. The political nature of making a men's brand is just so goddamn frustrating. And I want to have a brand that is unabashedly male. It's for dudes. And it's because dudes are fucking cool. And having men and having brands and having your dad around and having your brother that you love and having the fucking men in your life that you think are cool as shit matters so much. It matters to culture. It matters to us. And that's a big aspect of why I wanted to make a men's brand. There's just not enough of it. There's not enough saying that, you know, encouragement. Helping people, helping guys. Like as we get older, you know, I keep hashing this, but it's so super true, and I already mentioned it, but you know, my friend passed the other day, and it's like, damn it, man. You didn't have to let that happen. But we just fall into these holes, and we just don't have anybody to talk to. So number 5 is a political, because I am exhausted from all of the negative bullshit that we keep hearing about men. Now finally, number 6, the avatar, our customer avatar. And this is something that is changing through time. It was originally, I'd say, a guy around, let's just say 42 years old, fit, has a family, gets up early, grinds it out, and is pretty successful, and probably already has a skincare brand that he uses. I need to revise the customer avatar into a kind of a different sort of feel, so that it's got more vibe than just boring old information. And so we're revising the site to kind of tell a story. And the story is a moment in time. The first page, you'll see it. Just one moment in time that is a fantasy. And it's a fantasy I think any dude would have, you know. It's a cool idea. And really, like, instead of trying to cover every base, instead of trying to cover all the bases, I want to cover one tiny slice of life, like one moment that's just, wow, that's a cool moment. Frozen in time. I don't know if you've ever had one of those moments before, but you have this incredible, one-of-a-kind moment that just astounds you, and you remember it forever, and it's just a split second. And I don't mean negative. I don't mean a negative moment. That any terrible things can happen in a split second. I mean like this wonderful moment, this cool situation you happen to be in. Just, damn, this is cool. And then it's gone. And that's the idea. I can't keep just listing cruelty-free, you know, all the same shit, but all our products are all cruelty-free. We have the same list of things as everybody else. So how do we distinguish ourselves from the other brands? And that going forward is the number 6 is to be distinguished, have a different customer avatar, and make something new. And by making something new, and by doing something new, you're participating in capitalism. You're participating in the marketplace. The market is functioning. Instead of just being like, this didn't work, let's abandon it. No, let's pivot, let's revise, let's see how we can speak to people a little bit better. That's the magic, and that's how things become amazing.
The world of elite men's products is very small, and there's no skincare brand that is the official brand of badass men just yet. That is where I want to be. I haven't figured out how to do it just yet, but we're rolling out a new version of the site which explains this story much better. As a startup, it's hard to get it right, especially when I'm doing most of the work myself. But the products speak for themselves. You'll just have to get the message out there. See you on Friday.
Now you're melted